All right, welcome back, everybody. If you can't tell from the background here behind me, there's Mickey Mouse down there. That means I'm back here at Walt Disney World and already made a pin purchase, picked up the snow globe with Max in it for Pop Century. I'm surprised they still have this because I think today is November 8th. These came out on the 1st, so I'm surprised that they're still here. But I did buy one Wave A pack because they didn't have any of the Wave Bs here, so I'll check out Magic Kingdom in a little bit, see if they have any of the Wave Bs. Did order some water to my room, well, to the hotel, so I have to go down and pick that up real quick, but I'm going to pop open that Wave A, see which ones we got, and then get the water, and then get ready for Magic Kingdom. It's already, I think, like 3-ish now, so got a lot of time left. But yeah, let's see what I got in that pin pack, and see if we finally got that Super Chaser, because that's the last pin I'm looking for, and then I can be done with the Wave A's, and then just focus on the Wave B's, and then what other neat mystery sets are out these days. But I was excited, super excited to get this one though, because I did not expect it to be here when I got here. But let's get to that pin opening and see which pins we got. All right, we failed the mission. The first pin I ended up getting was the, let me see if I can hold this better, there we go. Got the Candy Apple Castle. And we got the Stitch ears, so 2 pins I already have. So those will be added to the trading book. So I don't know if I want to bring the whole book with me to Magic or just bring a little bit of pins. I guess it doesn't hurt to bring the whole book. Figure that out. Still have to decide what I want to do with that. But yeah, just gonna wait a few more minutes, get the water, and then we'll get this show on the road. All right, got my water. Everything's put in the fridge. Now time to get to the bus. Head over to Magic, see how the pins are today, and see how the weights are. And then this time around, they put me in the 50 section, in the furthest building too. Not so. This is building 3, I think, and then building 1 is on that side, off to the left. But put me in building 2, which is the furthest, but not too bad. It's been a while since I've been over here. All right, made it into Magic, and get a look at the big Christmas tree. Alright, we're all the way in the back here. Just walked into that bush by the Haunted Mansion, just on the other side of those walls, but did pick up some of the Wave Bs and this really awesome Toy Story pin. Gotta go find a spot to open up these pins though. But I really love the Toy Story pin. Will look great on the new, well not new, but my Toy Story board that keeps growing. Alright, here in Tomorrowland, they're doing a little pin parade kind of trading thing. Traded for the Green Series Peter Pan, Fleetly, Horizons pin, and the Carousel Progress. Also, it's so busy here. It's hard to find a spot to open up these pins. All my quiet spots are filled up today. So I have to see if I can find a nice spot somewhere here in Tomorrowland. Just found a spot to open up these pins. So I just need, so I have 4 packs, 2 pins per pack. I only need the Chaser from the D's, the Chaser Castle, the 2 Chasers from the Ears, Chaser Figment Cupcake from the Cupcake line. I did just trade for Pleakley and Peter Pan from the Green Series, but the rest of those I need. And I do have 2 of the Bubble Wands coming via mail. I don't remember which ones. I'm pretty sure it was R2-D2 and Tigger, I think. But I don't know. So we do need a bunch of them, but we'll get to the pin openings and see which ones we got. All right, finished up those pack openings. So I want to say we did pretty bad, but good at the same time. So I don't know if I have a Lilo. I can't remember if I have the Lilo one. I'm pretty sure I do. But these are what we got. We got this castle. We got the Rainbow Castle. We got another Peter Pan, even though I just traded for him. We got Peter Pan. We got this castle. We got Scrooge McDuck. We got Mr. Smee. And finally, the only pin that I really know for sure that I needed and was really happy to get on the very first bag was the Sorcerer Mickey ears. So this is the Chaser from the set. The Super Chaser is the Genie one, so we're still going to be looking for that one, but this is a good one to start it off because it's always hard to track down the Chasers, but we'll see if we get lucky finding the Super Chaser in the next few packs. All right, so I might just see what other pins I could trade for the rest of the day because it's super busy. I don't know if I'm able to get on any of the rides because the rides have all crazy waits, like minimum probably 30 minutes. All right, heading back towards Tomorrowland. Definitely need to get something to eat too, because so far I've only had some chips, some cookies, and is that all I had today? Oh, and a muffin on the train earlier today. But that is it. So have to find some Disney food to eat. Maybe I'll take a quick peek at the wait times, but it's still not looking too good today. All right, so far though with these pin packs, I've been having some pretty decent luck, even though I've been getting a lot of duplicates. But a chaser and a super chaser on the first few packs I got is pretty good pack opening so far. We'll hope for more luck as we continue. Beautiful sunset here in Tomorrowland, like always. Definitely missed it. All right, dinner time. Got the lobster roll from the Columbia Harbor House and this gingerbread man cake, which looks pretty cute. So I'm excited to try that, because normally the desserts at the Harbor House are a little bit too sweet for me, but I feel like that might be pretty good. All right, we'll start with the cake. Take a spoonful of it here. Ooh. All right, yeah, I like that. I love gingerbread cookies, so I kind of figured this would be pretty good, and it definitely is. It's not like overly sweet, and I guess it's a little chocolate gingerbread man, I guess. But yeah, definitely the cake is super good. Now, how much is that cake? So it comes to $6.49. So not too bad. I in between not Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Adventureland, did stop in the Frontier Pin store, picked up more of the Wave B packs, which I did get the Pluto Bubble Wand, another duplicate of the Donald Cupcake, duplicate this castle, duplicate Tiana ears, but I did pick up this for $34.99. It's one of those like build-a-pins, so you have like the gingerbread castle, gingerbread Goofy, which is pretty cool, and the gingerbread Donald. So that would be a cool addition to the Christmas pin board I have. The rest will be traders, so nothing too good from those, but it's always good to have more traders. And I just walked by Pirates, and that line was coming out of the little show building there, so it's at 30 minutes, but I don't know, I feel like it was definitely longer than that. But I think maybe I'll just go around and check out some of the Christmas lights that they have up throughout the park. So you have like these up here in the palm trees, right outside the Jungle Cruise. Now coming up to the center hub here at Cinderella's Castle, just past the spring roll cart. The line was it was starting to go on the bridge earlier, but now it's fully like halfway down the bridge. So that's how you can tell it's super busy here because of the filming they were doing here at Magic Kingdom. Can't do any pictures with the partner statue here in the center. Now, Main Street at Christmas looks really good. I think it might be better than Halloween. All right, back here in Tomorrowland, so maybe I'll finally try to do some type of attraction because it's striking out a lot of long lines. Pins have been so-so today. All right, maybe I'll go catch the Carousel of Progress, because I was thinking the People Mover. I don't know if you can see that line from over here, but it's quite large of a line. All right, walk on here at the Carousel of Progress, so we do love that. So first attraction of the night, and I've been here for like, I want to say probably 4 hours now.
Long ago, we had to carry water from a well, and thanks to Progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
There, it is coffee time, but that lemonade does sound pretty interesting. It's got raspberry in it, which looks pretty interesting for that new Tron movie. Alright, from Joffrey's at the Pumpkin Patch Latte again, my go-to for the fall menu. I think they're supposed to be switching over to the wintry drink soon, I think. Alright, let's take a peek in Star Traders, see if there's any neat pins I could trade for. From inside of Star Traders, just traded for that other Carousel of Progress pin, which is pretty neat. Alright, we're back here in Fantasyland, in front of Pooh with all their Christmas lights. Then you have these wreaths here for the mine train. And they do have a Christmas tree up here by their entrance for the attraction. And here's a look at the tree just to the left of the main entrance here. And it looks like PhilharMagic is closed, but I took a quick peek inside their gift shop, see if there's any neat pins on their pin board in there, and then continue my way towards the Haunted Mansion. Probably not going to go on Mansion because the wait was crazy before. Alright, I checked out the pin shop in Frontierland. Nothing worth trading for. Every time I went through there's been nothing really good. Tomorrowland seems to have been the place tonight, but I'm going to go check out the store here at Pirates. Every so often I get lucky at Pirates, but I doubt it today. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a long wait still. I'll check out the pin store in a little bit. Since Pirates is a posted 15, before all these switchbacks were filled up, all of those were filled up, and it was like a 30-minute wait, but 15, I think I'll move pretty quick. I think it'll be more like 5-10 minute wait. Typically Pirates moves pretty quick. Alright, so I would say Pirates was exactly 15 minutes. We're definitely spot on today.
Run up your white flag, you scurvy scum!
Send him hints of Davy Jones. It's the rum they want.
Alright, let's look at these pins. Nothing. Have a nice one.
That's all they need. Well, that is big trust. That's right. Then maybe they'll be able to fly too.
Alright, back here in Tomorrowland. It's starting to get closer to Happily Ever After time. I think it's about 30 minutes away. So this might be the perfect time to see about the People Mover up there, see if it's a lower wait than it was before. Before it was pretty long of a line. Oh yeah, that's a lot better now. Before, like, all of this queue out here was filled up, so it's definitely better. Alright, made it on board the People Mover, and you could kind of hear it in the background. The Happily Ever After show started. I thought it was supposed to go off at 9:30, but I guess it was 9 o'clock today. I don't know, they always change the times. Let's see if we get any good fireworks shots from up here.
Greetings, Intergalactic. Transfer to green and red bar. Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future. Right by two of my favorite spots.
And Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light. To your right is the Astroquota, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high. Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or 9, take the time to see this show.
And here we are back on Main Street. Another look at that tree. Had to fight through the crowd just to get back up here because Happily Ever After ended, and good God, that was awful. Trying to get up here, had to cut through the Emporium. So a lot of people did leave. So I'm curious to see how the wait is at the mansion, because I kind of did want to do that today. But the wait was always posted like low, but the line would always end up like all the way to the old riverboat queue. So let's hope that it's not too bad when I head over there this time, and we can get a nice relaxing ride on the mansion. And so it looks like there's less people already because the line, yeah, was all the way over here before. So we'll see where the end of the line is and what's the posted wait time. All right, the line's out here, so it's posted now 25. I think I'm gonna skip it for tonight. It did say 15 before, but obviously happily ever after everyone came over here. All right, low wait here for the Little Mermaid, 5 minutes. Kind of one of the lower weights. Everything else is still relatively busy, even though Pirates did drop down to, I think, 10 minutes or something like that. So Pirates isn't too bad, but we'll help on the Little Mermaid. It is about 10, a little bit past 10 o'clock, so a little bit under an hour left.
That was fun. And then, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. The story began when Ariel fell.
Dancing, strolling along down the...
Darling, it's winter, down where it's winter, drinking from... See her sitting there across the way.
All right, back over here after going to Little Mermaid. Here at the Big Top Circus. Big Top Souvenirs are already closed though for the night. But just gonna cut through, head back over to the back end of Tomorrowland. Check out the pins there. It is 10:18, so 40 more minutes until the park officially is closed. Later in the evening, it's actually kind of peaceful over here. Earlier, there was so many people because they also had all these water things on. But it is pretty peaceful now here. The Big Top Circus. And without these things shooting water on everybody. And they got the elephants here. So look at that. Where's Dumbo at? Or is he only on his own attraction? He's not in here? No Dumbo. Alright, as you can hear from the people screaming, right by Tron. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more rides. I just might check out some more pins and then get out of here. Hopefully Monday it's not as busy. I know this was teacher week for New Jersey, so it probably brought a lot more attendance down here. Cherry Cola Churros, that sounds pretty interesting. I also wanted them to show, because they showed it before, was the popcorn bucket with Sully and Mike for Christmas. Also, I did check Launch Depot for pins. Nothing good. Gonna check Star Traders next, but just hoping this will show. There it is. There we are. $27 for that Sully and Mike. I want to say it was more expensive on Shop Disney or DisneyStore.com, whatever. I'm pretty sure it was $34, and there was no popcorn online. All right, 2 Star Traders. Let's see if we have any more last-minute pin trades before we make our way back on this way to the front of the park. Check out the gift shops over there, see if there's any more pins to trade for, and then get on out of here. Almost said get on out of here, but tomorrow I believe I'm going to Epcot. I have to double check. I'm 99% sure. So maybe we'll get some good trades at Epcot tomorrow, especially with all the pin traders and the little breezeway there. Alright, so this was the trade. I gave away the Marie little coffee mug. This is, I don't know who this is, but it's a limited release pin from the Disney 100. And it is a real pin. It does have like the laser inscribed number there, so pretty cool find here late at night at Star Traders. Here's another look at that tree without a million people here in the center of Main Street. But time to hop in to the Emporium. Almost said hip. I guess I could say hippity into the Emporium. Alright, and as you see, back here at Pop Century, I'm going to do a recap of all the pins that we picked up today and traded for and did pack openings with once we get to the room. But we'll see how tomorrow goes with pins, because it's like Epcot, normally because we have the other large quantities of pin traders, you can kind of get some good stuff. If I hear my water bottle banging around down there, but yeah, nice first day back. But let's get to the room and look at these pins for our first day of pin trading since September. Yeah, it's been quite some time now, 2 months. All right, Joe just got back inside the room, so we'll show from what we purchased first time. So we got that Pop Century little Christmas globe. I forget what the quantity, how many of these were. I don't feel like taking it off the backer, but that one I have to be careful with transporting because, you know, you break that plastic part, game over. You got little beads everywhere. Then we got that Toy Story one. Obviously, that's going to be a great addition to my Toy Story board. Then I got this. I don't know if I'm going to keep them all together because the I don't know if you can even see. So you see, that's the back that's sticking out. They actually have to put like glue on here to actually keep the little Mickey backs on here because I don't think they're long enough to fit through the cardboard and the additional pin. So I might have to take those off just because I don't think it's going to stay on there, to be honest. And this is the rest of what we got for our pack openings and trades. So pack opening, pack opening, pack opening, trade, and pack opening because I got a duplicate of that. I had to trade for the Horizons and for those Carousel Progress ones, which are really cool. I want to say, what year was these from? 2019 for the Carousel Progress. And what about the Horizons one? 2019 as well, which I do believe these are the real ones because I have seen the fake ones of these. I want to say the Horizons one's a little bit more like a yellow tint. So I do believe those are real pins. So those are pretty neat. Great additions to the collection. And this is what I currently have for my little board that I carry. Plus I have that whole pin bag of other like good traders and stuff like that. So maybe I'll rearrange those and see if I can get some good trades done tomorrow at Epcot. But yeah, so good first day back. Very busy at Magic Kingdom, but it is a Saturday. And they're also doing that filming thing for the holiday special, whatever. So there's always that. Gonna bring in more people, but not a bad first day. And it's good to be back down here. It's cold up at home, and it's nice and 85 degrees, I think it was today, and 86 tomorrow. So definitely gonna get my sun in, and it's gonna get colder later in the week. So it'll feel just like home again. But it's better to be cold here at Disney than not to be at Disney at all.